Late this afternoon, San Clemente first responders gave us an update on the dangerous landslide. The slide has left 4 apartment buildings in very precarious positions and forced the people who live there to evacuate. Orange County reporter David Gonzalez is there live with the latest information. David.
The city right now is providing an update on that slope failure. And the first thing they're saying is admitting that a lot of families, their lives have been disrupted by this landslide, but they're also stressing that this is still a very dangerous situation. And that's why these 4 buildings, apartment buildings, must remain red tagged. But a lot of families out here, affected families, just want an opportunity to grab their things.
I'm afraid we don't know. Everything's up in the air. I'm thinking I'm going to lose all my tools, and then I'm really, out. So I'm thinking I'm going to grab all my tools so I can continue to make money.
Starting at 3 this afternoon, residents living in the apartment building at 1505 Buena Vista were allowed in their homes for 1 hour to grab some of their things. The city says these residents were given little to no notice to evacuate when the properties were deemed unsafe, so they wanted to give them a chance to retrieve some of their belongings. Families rushed to pull out irreplaceable items because many of them don't know when or if they'll be allowed back in. Mayor Chris Duncan says the decision to red tag the 4 buildings is necessary because the landscape continues to shift more than 24 hours after the initial landslide. He says water got into a cavity underneath the patios last night, and there's been movement on the hillside ever since. The city now hopes outside agencies at the county, state, and federal levels will jump in to help. And during a press conference just a few moments ago, the mayor says that this is going to be a long-term process to address this issue. He says the structures are still in danger because the ground continues to move. They just also announced that they wrote a letter to President Biden and FEMA asking for Orange County to be included in the federal emergency declaration that's in effect for the state of California. And an hour ago, the White House approved that request.
This is going to be a longer-term process. I think everyone should understand we have a dynamic situation here. We have another rainstorm coming. The ground is continuing to move. So these structures are still in peril. And from a city's perspective, again, safety first. So we're going to make sure that everything's set before we give the go-ahead for folks to come back in.
About an hour ago, the White House approved our request, and Orange County is now included in the federal emergency declaration. It's good news because that declaration will allow the federal government to provide emergency resources that will come directly to this community and help our residents.
And Orange County is also now included in the state's emergency declaration, which opens funds to get people the help that they need. Also, they admit that it will take several weeks for them to address this issue here in San Clemente, but they want to let people know, especially those affected, that they will be taken care of.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.